Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Fuji Gr2 here. Today we are back in Gran Turismo Sport with Daily Race C at Fuji in Group 2 cars. One of the best combinations in the game in my opinion. And as in the title, this is pretty sweet one guys, from 10th position into a race win. So in this video we are going to review race strategy. We're also going to see some good battles, pretty clean drive from almost everyone, and a very close finish indeed. Okay, let's jump right into it. Here we are at the main straight, approaching first corner, not taking any risks, avoiding any contacts whatsoever. Now pay attention to these two Spaniards in the front of us.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
Yep, I will leave this without any further comment. We all know penalty system in GT Sport is far from perfect, to say the least, and that's just another example of it. Now, because I lost momentum being tapped from the side, we have to push now to catch up with the pack ahead. We can't afford lose touch with the car in the front. Slipstream is so important in the game, guys. Now coming to turn 10, slightly hot-headed due to that silly penalty I got. I will make really stupid mistake there. This is my normal braking point, but I should be more careful here, so my silly mistake, I knew that. So I allowed Rock and Roll Frankie to take back his place. Play hard but play fair guys. If you want clean racing, race clean. Okay, back onto a race pace. Now I have to be patient here, as my German mate clearly is struggling through this section of 14, 15 to 16 turns. I now have a 1 second penalty to serve, so there's no point for me racing this guy at the moment and losing even more time. As we are approaching penalty zone, let's have a quick look how many places potentially we are going to lose. We can see there's only 2 cars that can overtake us. However, thanks to my secret agent teammate, we are back up to speed immediately, and actually we gain enough momentum to overtake Grey Gizmo, who also was coming back up to speed after penalty he served. Big push from behind also allow us to stay in touch with P7. Late on the brakes, we hit the apex perfect. He turns into me in desperate attempt to close the door when he already lost that place. Too late though, job done, P7 is ours. Pretty happy with that move, and the fact that although I've set unjust penalty, I actually gained 3 positions already, and actually completely messed up, entered to turn 3, which puts my racing line completely off for turn 4 and 5, consequently losing that 7th place back to Ricky Mag 888. We need to fix it right away, so we put him under the pressure through turn 7, 8 and 9. He feels he needs to defend into turn 10, and rightly so. He takes inside, we take a wide line for better momentum through turns 10, 11 and 12, and we nearly got wiped off the track. This has cost me some momentum, allowing Ricky to pull away from us slightly. Not for long though. Ricky actually was using SatNav of old maps. Rob was going straight ahead, yet SatNav told him to turn left, and to his surprise he found a concrete wall there. Now as we're coming out of a turn 16 and onto a main straight, German named Boris spun ahead of us, and we gain yet another position, and at the end of lap 2 we are already P6. Very happy with the progress so far. This was pretty busy couple of laps. We didn't have the chance to talk about the strategy for the race yet, so as you can see we are driving Nissan Xanavi GTR. It is super gentle on the tires and mighty fast on the straightaways. Just perfect combination for this track. We are going for 1 stop only. First crucial stint of 8 laps on hard tires, and as little mistakes and time consuming battles as possible required for this stint to work. Second stint, 5 laps on the medium tires, sprint to the finish line on hopefully much fresher and quicker tire than the position, in a car with much less fuel. Hopefully we'll be coming through the field like a hot knife through the butter. That's the plan at this stage of the race anyway. Now coming back to our race, we are catching up with P5 pretty quick. He outbrakes himself into turn 10. Now we're all over his rear wing. We are trying to apply even more pressure and gain position. Got too optimistic with my right foot though. Let's jump to lap number 4. coming off turn 1 and 2, we're catching up with our mate again. Much better this time through turn 3, 4 and 5, holding much tighter lines. We are pretty close with P5 by the turn 6, diving into his slipstream, and what's more important, now we have P4 and P3 in our sight. These guys clearly battling for position, slowing each other down and killing the tires. This is good, this is very good for us, they're losing time. P5 outbrakes himself into turn 10 yet again. Yet again we are over him, but this time we will do what we should do lap before. We stay patient. Squeeze him into a narrow line for the turn 16. We're getting far better exit of turn 16, and actually we had to lift to avoid contact. Never mind though, we are in a slipstream. Zanavi Gr2 is absolutely mighty in a straight line. We're holding our line into turn 1 and P5 is ours. Quick look behind here, we see our little brother allow P6 and P7 catch up with us a little bit, but now we have clear track ahead of us. It's time to pull away from this group before we head into our only pit stop. Now, even if there was any threat from behind, guys behind me took care of it swiftly. P6 outbrakes himself into turn 10 yet again and then got punted onto the grass. On top of that, problem solved. We can fully focus now on what's ahead of us, and ahead of us are P4 and P3. Now, coming to the end of lap 5, P4 and P3 are well and truly in our sight. As we're coming onto main straight, they're both diving into the pits, clearly having the same strategy, and clearly they will be still battling for the position during the next stint, losing even more time to us. This is absolutely great for our race, and this is a crucial part of our stint. Clearly both of them have been in the medium so far, so now they have two options. They will put on hard tires and then take it to the end, or they'll go for two stops with two stints on mediums and one on the hard. It will be very easy to judge by the pace they will be catching me with after coming out of the pits. Either way, it looks pretty good for me. I feel pretty comfortable, pace is decent, tires are still good, time to put our head down, go gentle on the tires and not make any mistakes. Now, looking here at the speed of which P4 is catching me with, I'm pretty sure he went for another stint in mediums. This means he will have to pit one more time for mandatory hard tires. This should be pretty interesting in the latter stage of the race. At this stage though, there is absolutely no point for me to race this guy. All I can and will do here is to make sure this overtake will be delayed in time by placing car in the upward flowing positions on the track, like so, not going for a tight line to defend, not a wide line for better exit, but staying in the middle of the corner, forcing him to lift and lose momentum. He dives into my slipstream. I'm not even going to defend this. In the meantime, in front of us, P2 has pitted. We are battling now for P3. Now look once again how mighty fast that Zanavi is in the straights. I actually started to come back at him after he got out of my slipstream. Never mind though, we're allowing him to have this place without fight, ensuring P4 don't have a too easy job catching up with us. However, at this stage, I'm well aware this is only a matter of time before it happens, as he is on the brand new tires. And surely enough, with the next few corners, he is on our tail. Braking into turn 10, and P4 will now demonstrate to us an example of some quality overtaking maneuver. So-called Banzai Kamikaze Do or Die Dive Bomb. Here it is again from another angle. Well, let's be honest, if he wouldn't bounce off of me, he would never make that corner. Nearly enough ruin our race. Luckily it didn't end up ugly for us, so we are still on the black, which is always good. We can continue. So my original plan was to pit at the end of lap 8. However, seeing how much time I'm losing and how fast BB Costa 2022 in P5 now catching up with me, I decided on the fly to pit this lap, diving into a pit lane, quick change to medium tire, no refueling is not required in this race. Coming out of the pits, we managed to defend P6 from Grey Gizmo. P6 after one and only stop, and then to my surprise P5 has been given to us on the plate for whatever reason. So all in all, great progress so far. We gained 5 places already. Now we are on the quick tire in a car with much less fuel. So it is time to put some quick and consistent lap times, and hopefully we will be able to gain few more positions within the next 6 laps. Stint will be 1 lap longer than planned, but I felt at the time that I'm losing too much time to opposition. I'm not sure at this stage how my tire is gonna be like at the last lap. I can only hope they will be good enough to hold a semi-decent pace. Here we are, P4 is well and truly in our sight now, and just see for yourself how much of an advantage I have at this stage of the race. Just one heavy braking zone, now twisty and very demanding on the tire section of turns 11 to 16, and we are all over him. Regardless of massive advantage, patiently we staying behind him, setting up for a good exit from turn 16 onto a main straight. Using the tow and speed advantage of Zanavi, we've taken inside line for turn 1, leaving him plenty of space. We don't need any contact and any more silly penalties at this stage. Now he will hold us tight at the entry to turn 3. Some good clean driving from Rafiki Pauli, I have to say. It's always good to see drivers like that. It doesn't make any difference to us though. We have massive advantage and we are leaving him behind very quickly through turns 4, 5 and 6. Much better traction coming off turn 7. Job done, we can pretty much forget about him now. For the remaining of this lap and next, I'm pretty much on my own. Just pushing hard, posting fastest lap of the race so far. So let's go ahead and fast forward it till end of lap 10. And have a look guys, we have inside P3, 2 and 1 battling for position, which means losing lap time and killing the tires. This is great news to us. 3 laps to go and we are looking very strong for a podium finish in this race at very least. Now coming onto a pit straight, we see 2 of them diving into the pits for the second pit stop. I can imagine only for the short stint on the hard tires. Final of this race should be interesting, that's for sure guys. Posting another faster lap of the race proves my tires at this stage are still in great condition. I cannot know though what T1 is up to, what is his strategy, so let's speed it up a bit to catch up with him if we can. Here we are coming to the end of lap 11. We can see leader have a penalty serve. This is starting to look more and more promising for us guys. Let's have a look from his perspective. It is 1 second, quickly saved though. But then, to my delight, he dives into the pits, presumably for hard tires. And guys, lap 12, and we are P1. 2 laps to go. I'm feeling pretty confident we can make it, although I know they will be pushing hard from behind on much fresher tyres. Let's have a quick look at the gap to P2. It looks really healthy at this stage. So now head down. All we have to do is bring it home in one piece and victory shall be ours, guys. I mean, what can possibly go wrong? Well, this. I completely lost spatial awareness as for where I am on the track, looking at everything else but the track ahead of us. Missed the corner completely, like I wouldn't just gone through there like 11 times before. Luckily it was a run-off area, not grass or wall, so I didn't lose control of the car or picked up any stupid penalty again. Nevertheless, our impressive advantage to P2 disappeared just like that. A second of distractions and we are well and truly in troubles here. Dirty tyres will slow us down for quite a bit now, allowing P2 to catch up with us even more. This is from his perspective, and indeed he's on a fresh hard tyre. Our medium tyres are still not too bad, although they are now 5 laps old and there is still one more lap to go. And now with P3 catching up with us quickly as well, I feel pressure. Onto the pit straight for the penultimate time, weaving from side to side, trying to break the toe for P2. All this for nothing as I went wide into first corner. P2 is now very close. Last lap drama, guys, all because of that silly mistake lap earlier. In a situation like this, all we can do is focus really hard, drive our best lines, ensuring the guy behind will not be given easy opportunity to overtake. Break into turn 10, we can see P3 got really close as well. Just a few corners left to go. Tyres aren't the best at this stage at all. Car is really loose now. We need to be super careful, especially with the right foot now. We can't afford to miss a single apex now. We can't lose traction coming off the corners. P2 is pushing hard, trying to force us into an L. Last corner, nice and steady on the throttle. Not the best exit onto a pit straight for P2 though. Sprint to the finish line. And we are taking checkered flag starting from the 10th position. Guys, this is definitely one of the best, if not the best and sweetest win ever so far for me in GT Sport. Really happy with the race and with the strategy, how it worked for us. I'm sure I've surprised these guys with how I managed to lead them all with just one pit stop. Guys, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumb up. If you would like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. This is a brand new channel, but there's plenty more to come. Now thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye.